Ever heard that Fairfax County is nothing but an endless, sprawling suburb with no personality? If you don't have over $1 million or millions of dollars, you can't possibly live here. Well, what if I told you those are just a few of the biggest misconceptions holding people back when discovering one of the most vibrant and diverse regions in Northern Virginia? The truth about Fairfax County, including places like Fairfax Station, Lorton, Burke, and Clifton, maybe cities you haven't heard of, is far more interesting than the rumors suggest, and getting it wrong could mean missing out on your perfect next chapter. I'm Kristen Borstone, and I specialize in helping sellers and buyers navigate this complex market that we call Northern Virginia when they're going through a transition like downsizing, upsizing, or relocating. Today, we're going to bust open 5 myths about living in Fairfax County, giving you my real, unfiltered insight that you may need. And by the way, if you're thinking about making a move to Northern Virginia, I talk to people all the time, and whether you're moving in 9 days or 90, give me a call or shoot me a text. There's a link below in the description to book a no-pressure consultation. It's really just a chat, and I'll walk you through everything that you need to know about living here. I'm here to help you make a smooth transition to the area. So, one of the most persistent myths that I constantly hear about Fairfax County is that it's one giant homogeneous suburb. People imagine endless rows of homes and strip malls. And while that is in some areas because that's how they were built, there are certainly beautiful suburban areas to explore. Take Fairfax Station, for example. It offers larger lots, a more rural feeling, giving you that peaceful, quiet escape from city life. Then you have Lorton, which has a mix of townhomes, homes, and condo communities, and also a vibrant workhouse arts, along with homes that access the Occoquan River. It offers a totally different vibe in very different parts of the city where you blend history with modern amenities. And then there's Burke, which is a classic suburban town with family-friendly neighborhoods. And of course, we have Clifton here, which is a historic charm, and it feels like sometimes you're stepping back in time. These areas are all within Fairfax County, and they're very different areas. So the last word I would describe this region would be monotonous. It's far from a one-size-fits-all experience. Okay, let's move on to the second myth. And this is a big one, and it's about how expensive it is to live here, or that you need to be uber wealthy to buy a house here. And yes, we have beautiful estates here in some of the most sought after areas in the whole country. But my clients navigate homes between that 700, a million, million two range. So we have to look for a variety of housing options and communities here in order to find what you're looking for that fits your budget. Because we do have that millionaire stereotype here, but you absolutely can find condos, townhomes, and single-family homes under $800,000 in Lorton and Burke and areas like that. Even in Fairfax Station, where they do have larger properties with a little bit larger price point, you can find at the lower end a modest home or a fixer-upper and get yourself into that neighborhood. It's really understanding what these submarkets and neighborhoods are and being strategic. I've helped numerous clients find homes that fit their budget and their lifestyle. It just requires a clear strategy and knowing where to look, and that's where my expertise comes in. All right, so the next myth is that this area doesn't really have much culture, arts, everything is in DC. That Fairfax County is just shopping malls and fast food places. But that's nothing. That's far from the truth. It's surprisingly rich in cultural experiences. Take the Workhouse Arts Center in Lorton, for example. It's a thriving hub for visual and performing arts, and it's housed in an old historic prison. They have galleries and studios and performances and even a brewery. We have great areas where you can hike and camp and kayak. And let's not forget the historic charm of Clifton, which has these small festivals and areas that are full of historic charm. You'll find farmers markets, vineyards, parks and trails. Even Wolf Trap Music Theater is here, an outside amphitheater to enjoy concerts. The best thing about living here is I love helping my clients discover these hidden gems. All right, this is a big one. This myth about the traffic here It's true. The reality is there's a lot of traffic here. It's kind of inescapable. We're a large area right next to DC. But when you live in Fairfax County, what your commute is depends on where you live and what you access. So communities like Lorton and Burke benefit from the VRE train station. We have metro stations in almost all of the cities here, providing excellent to and from the area and DC or any of the military bases around there. The infrastructure here helps you get around, and you can take some of the back roads if you need to. So a lot of people embrace the hybrid work transportation. They might drive to the metro, take the metro into where they're going, or they take a bus to where they can pick up a metro, or they carpool and they use the HOV lanes. Understanding what your options are makes for a smoother transition. And finally, another myth that Fairfax County sometimes gets is that it lacks true community because there's people in and out all the time. And that's true. People do move a lot here. We have the military and the government here. But local neighborhoods in Fairfax County are made up of little distinct communities, little baby neighborhoods that have strong identities, and they do their own local events. For example, Clifton Day, a beloved festival that brings everyone together. Burke has numerous neighborhood associations, organizes events, they have block parties and holiday celebration. Fairfax Station and Lorton also have large community groups and celebrations. And if you have a family moving here, there's local sports and other kids activities to get involved in to give you that neighborhood feel. I've seen it firsthand how quickly newcomers integrate and find their people here. I would say that the people are proud of their local communities, specifically their little neighborhoods that they live in, and they participate in those activities that help them make them feel connected. This is a dense area. There are a lot of homes here, but I hope I kind of gave you a little bit better sense of what it's like to live in Fairfax County, Virginia. I hope I've given you a little bit more nuance picture of some of the cities that you could actually live in. People hear about Alexandria and Arlington because they're so close to DC, but you can live in other cities in Fairfax County and be close to DC, close to the military, close to other big tech jobs. And honestly, you will find your place once you kind of dive into what this area has to offer. It is my pleasure to help you achieve your goal, whether you're buying a home that's going to fit your family or you're relocating and trying to find your new community here. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more local insights, and if you're ready to start planning your next chapter, hit me up. I will give you my honest opinion and we'll dive into what neighborhood or community might be best for you. Just book a consultation with me. I'd love to chat.